Girls, 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 make this world a better
Wow! It's girls, 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 everyone right here on ATV Africa. And you know what girls do? We don't gossip. We get time to talk. And today, on today's episode of Girls, 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 we're going to be talking about every girl's dream of marriage or wedding, depending on what kind of wedding you want. But first of all, myself, I'm not here alone. I have two beautiful, amazing ladies right here with me. And I have.
Okay, it's Faith right here, and
Hi, Helen.
Why are you girls so cold as if? Is this how you're going to act on your wedding days, girls? Like, imagine the roses, your beautiful white dress, the whole excitement, your train. Is this how you're going to get acted? Like,
No.
I feel like today's my wedding day anyway. So what's up, Faith? What's up? What's up?
yeah, I'm good. I'm fine. Up and going. How are you doing?
But fine too, Helen.
I'm great. How are you doing, Mo?
Fine. You girls look adorable.
Thank you.
Like, I feel today's your wedding. Or your wedding.
Well,
Who is wedding
It's a time
today?
we're looking forward to.
The only thing that doesn't make it complete is the white dress. Really.
The man beside.
Yeah. But really, now talking about wedding, what standard of wedding would you love? Like, okay, me per se, I would love an elaborate wedding, but a low key, that's gonna be low key as well. I know I'm confused right now about myself, but let me fade seriously. When it comes to your big day, what do you look forward to? Elaborate or low key?
Well, I like it low key on grounds of how many people will be present. Personally, I'm not a person who likes crowd. I don't like crowd. I like not so many people. But then I would love the class to still be there, not
Okay.
regarding the number of people.
But then I
Pretty
feel
much.
like elaborate is subjective. Like
Oh,
elaborate
okay.
in its sense is subjective. Like elaborate could be exquisite, it could be expensive, but at the same time low key.
Oh,
So
my
I feel
God.
like there's a kind of thin line. Like personally for me as well, I would like a low key wedding that's also elaborate.
Oh my God, I love girls. On girls, you get different. You're calling out beautiful words because right now we're going to be calling out what kind of wedding that is. Low key, elaborate. So please, can we do some
I really don't
diction?
know. Why
here?
don't you help us out?
It's a thin line. Like there are weddings that are really loud. They're like all over the place, all over social media, every blog.
Yeah,
But yeah, it's exquisite, it's beautiful.
yeah.
But all at once, there are also low-key weddings that are also like, you know, just classy. It could be a single room, but then you could see the ornaments that are in there. You could see everything that's in there. And you could tell that this is class.
Okay.
So that could also be
Helen,
elaborate.
give me a word for this type of wedding because right now we have two different words: low key, elaborate. But there's a fusion of both the elaborate and low key. Right now, would you give me a word for it? Like,
What would you
And
want to call
low-key.
it?
Elaborate but low-key.
nah, no, that's not one word. It's compound.
Elaborate.
Elaborate. All right, it's either ways, elaborate, low key. I think between now and when we're going to be done, we should get the perfect word for
Yeah.
weddings which are low key, but also elaborate,
elaborate,
or elaborate and also low key.
Low-key.
But now looking at people who have, looking at the kind of dress, what kind of dress you want to be on? Because there's a standard already. It has to be a white dress.
Right.
You get, but the question is, are there other colors we can also use for weddings
Of course.
that are not wrong? Because it's more like there's a standard already.
Yeah,
Well-
of course. That standard is what makes it something to look forward to. But of course, you can use other colors, but it should still not deviate from the norm. I mean, I wouldn't mind lighter shades of other colors,
Yeah.
like a lighter shade of blue, but not like blue that is so, you know.
Yeah.
For the ladies, you're kind of like confined somehow, but for a suit, you can wear any color of suit.
Anything, any tops.
Yeah, any tuxedo will do, particularly.
Wow.
Any tuxedo
Yeah,
will
but at the same time, you know, like society changes everything. Like before, it was just maybe virgins in those days that could actually wear white, but now everybody wears white.
do. Okay.
So it's really not out of place. But at the same time, turquoise, light pink. could
So
also
you want
do
to wear
so.
black on your wedding day?
But definitely, no, that's too dark. Definitely
Exactly.
not.
So what makes you think it's too dark? There's just that subjective standard that is still hanging over our heads.
Yeah.
That we're still like, we still have this consciousness that, okay, no matter how versatile I want to be, how daring and different I want to be, you shouldn't just fall out of the line. Maybe just a little variation here and there.
Because at the end of the day, we know definitely that yes, white is more like a tradition.
Yeah.
That it adds some level of class to it,
Yeah.
touch to it. It makes you feel you're really wedding, not like the
Exactly.
whole black,
I know,
blue,
right? The whole
and all that.
specific
But truthfully to be said, it is not as if you decide to use any other color, black, pink. Yeah, I wouldn't mind a black. Just to be different from it. I love difference. I wouldn't want I wouldn't mind black.
Oh, people do that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course, there are differences. But if you see, then gowns were in a particular fashion. But now there is bling.
Yeah.
Now you must wear a veil. Some don't wear veils. Some use this flowery crowns
Some wear
or this
jumpsuits.
exactly or this princessy crown. That variation is still there, but it's still in line. You know, which I actually like.
Yeah.
Black is my favorite color. Fine, but I wouldn't just
Wait, oh, you
come
wearing-
and like, hey, black. You know,
Okay.
maybe I could use like maybe.
I remember a wedding I attended. That's the definition of lowest key wedding. If there is any word, if any class of lowest to the barest kind of wedding, because it was in the evening
Yeah.
on a weekday. In fact, we're coming to days, white, all right. Then do you know what this couple wore? A t-shirt, a jean, and a face cap. It didn't take an hour. They were done. They moved on with their life like nothing happened. Everybody just moved like the train is passing. You get? I was there. I wasn't told. I was there. It happened in my church on a weekday. We just came and they said, "Oh, there are two couples who want to actually get married," and they brought them out. They said their vows, and that was it.
Now I see why you call it lowest key.
Lowest key
Really lowest key.
wedding. Yeah, we have one kind of wedding. Now, looking at what kind of what day? Saturday is traditional. There are some things that are traditional. Look at the dress. Look at Saturday. Like, was Saturday really designed for weddings? I really want to
No,
know.
people just try to factor in when everybody will be equally not busy.
Okay.
Because Saturday is weekends. Nobody expects you to. I mean, people work, but for the greatest number, not everyone works on Saturday.
Okay.
And so if you really want people to be in attendance, you can't just come and choose a weekday.
Except one they low key. Except one they look like
Lowest.
Thursday.
Okay.
Lowest key.
Key.
Then you choose a
Barest.
I don't think the day really factors in
Okay.
low-key.
Yeah.
Because if it's strictly by Ivy, it's strictly by Ivy. Even if
Yeah.
it's Saturday and I want 10, it's 10. It doesn't take away it being low-key, right? Okay, so you have to factor in the guests you're bringing. What's the point of having a wedding on a weekday when no one will be in attendance?
You don't want to spend too much money. Because I remember when a friend of mine did his wedding and did it on a weekday, on a Monday. I was like, what kind of wickedness is that? Like, you practically don't want people to come for your wedding.
Maybe
That's what it
Just go
is.
to court. Let's just know that that's what you.
Okay, so basically, I feel taking it any day of your choice for me. Actually, anything that works for you. It's not the world. You're not celebrating the world, but yourself. That's the thing. Now, let's look at something very important as to weddings still. Why do people opt in for low-key weddings, really? Like, it's one of the best. I don't know, people say it's the best day of their life. The most, some people say, oh, the most important day of my, when you don't invite everybody for your wedding, it's more like, oh, so you're in very important day of your life. Like, there's nothing else that will happen. If I win $1 billion right now, my wedding might not even be. Yeah, so really, what are the reasons why people opt in for low-key weddings,
Nobody really
Helen?
wants to do like the normal thing. Everybody wants to try something different. For example, I bring the example of celebrity Justin Bieber.
Okay.
So him and his wife, like when they got wedded, it was in their parlor, as we heard. In their parlor. The same thing with other celebrities that we know about.
Okay.
So it's like people just want to deviate from the norm. It's like it's normal. Like a wedding is supposed to be loud. It's supposed to be like so many guests in attendance, roses,
Yeah.
jewelry, chandelier, those things that everybody knows about. But like it's like people just want to do something different. Like you see some brides now, they don't even wear like the gown, they wear like jumpsuits, they wear trousers, they wear different colors. Like I don't want to like make it a big deal. It's the most important day of my life.
Okay,
yes,
okay.
but I don't want to make it a big deal. So
But then I feel that what actually influences a low-key wedding most of the time is the personality of the people involved, largely, because it's your day, right? You're the one calling the shots. I know we say our family influences mothers and their over-the-top kind of weddings
they
anyway. But I feel it's largely influenced by the personality of the couple.
yes.
If the couple are people who do not like paparazzi, noise, crowd, over the budget, expensive and kind of stuff, then actually it shows in the wedding. But if there are people that like, hey, let's have it,
let's have it,
now, I'm in town, it won't come as a surprise
Yeah.
if the wedding is actually
Okay. You, Helen, you that said, you don't like the norm. What is that thing? Okay, if you have your way now, what kind of, would you like to have your wedding in the moon?
I know.
Like,
On a
in the,
station.
yes, in the forest. Forest, nobody has wedded in the forest. I've not heard anybody who has broken that record for now. Would you want to be in a museum or the zoo? Zoo would be fantastic, I'm telling you. So, Helen, what is that special? You want to actually do something different on your wedding? Yeah. What are we looking up
I
to?
guess I'll just have an elaborate wedding because actually, like
It's confusing. This elaborate, low key. I want a low key.
It's a grey line, like it's a very grey area. It's a thin line because like I want to make this a big deal because it's like really important to me. I get married just once in my life. So, like I should try and just like
But not
at the same
stay.
time, I don't want to have too many people over because like not everybody wishes
People actually
everybody well.
hope to
Just-
marry one time in their life.
Yeah.
It may not always be
It's
so.
like
Okay.
me.
Now,
On the moon.
yeah, okay, fine, good. Now there's a serious problem. I know ladies like us. We spend more of the money in weddings, like the budget. If the budget is like a 10 million, trust me, the ladies part of that, the portion of for ladies is like 8 million. We take everything because we have the bridesmaid, we have the best dress, the human hair, the makeup,
Accessories.
and the guy's budget might not be more than 200,000. Depends.
Yeah,
Quite
I
all
feel
right.
less.
Yeah, but really, what are those things we need to put on the table? Like, yeah, when we are really planning for weddings, what are the things we need to check out for, put down, sit down as couple, because it doesn't have to be one-sided. I know we're still going to talk about how family influences actually has some level of ability to shape our direction, our plans, you get, because it said that weddings are not just for individuals, but families also.
together.
So what are those things we need to put on the table when we're planning for weddings, whether low-key, elaborate, either of them?
Okay, let's bear in mind first that a wedding is just a ceremony. There's a life of marriage after the wedding. So you would want to have that in mind. So, I mean, what's the point of having a 10th-year cake and then you don't even have a place to put your head in after the wedding, So you want to factor in your life after the wedding. you also want to factor in some important parts of the wedding. Like me, I'm really keen on photography. Because
Okay.
that is the memory itself. The pictures you can look back at and be like, oh yeah.
Can you use your
this.
camera phone and just snap it just to be
So my photographer was, I
Be
mean,
on
come with
point.
Canon, Nikon,
everything? Video shoots, like it has
The
to
camera must be on point
10,
for me.
1 million likes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The camera must be for me. Yeah. Of course, the theme. I love a good theme. I like dark, gothic, horror kind of thing. I need to be
So you can wear
awkward.
black.
No, that's beyond my control. That's obviously beyond my control. But I love dark, gothic themes. So I wouldn't mind a little bit of skulls and Halloween.
Halloween.
No, I just like it. Just like it, honestly. So, yeah, but photography and life after the wedding. should
Very
factor in for
important.
me.
Okay.
And also, I feel the venue, like if you want to have maybe a destination wedding,
Oh, this girl like Disney.
I
You
know,
said
right?
destination wedding. Ah, okay.
well,
This,
if I have my way, God helping us and blessing us, I definitely would do one.
Okay.
Like maybe for the triad, like maybe just friends and family and just But I would really like to have a destination wedding. Like it's just bliss.
oh my God.
Bliss, like,
Oh, can I breathe out here? Ah, please. Oh my God. Yeah, I know the feeling right now. Yeah. Now you said something about traditional. I think that is, especially in Africa, Nigeria as a whole, there is this very strong line, this battleground between traditional and white. Is it compulsory we even do white weddings? Really?
White wedding is not a tradition. It's just a borrowed culture. So
So,
it's not compulsory. It's based on your budget and
Yeah.
personality.
okay.
Yeah, but I feel that traditional is very, very important to families, especially.
Yeah.
Like my dad. He has already told me on my wedding day, we are traveling to my hometown. Epuma.
Precisely.
I don't want to put my relatives at risk because of wedding. I mean,
Family is family.
yeah, but traditional wedding is, I don't
Yeah.
think it can easily be displaced.
Okay.
In typical African family. Yeah, so it's very important to have a traditional wedding. But the
Okay.
white wedding, not necessarily. Personally, I would love like court marriage and just go to your house for nothing like white wedding, then bridal train, then groomsmen. Not really down for it.
Okay, nice. How did you?
yeah, I agree. I definitely agree. Like traditional is the most important. The white wedding would be nice.
Okay, I like that destination wedding. Yeah, really.
You're not told us the destination.
Sure.
Mauritius.
All right, good. All right, let's look at family. Like we talked about it, that family, it's more like weddings bring families together. It's more like it's a fusion of two families. When two individuals come together, it's more like two families are coming in union.
Exactly.
It's about the family. Now, when couples sit down to say, okay, this is the plan I have in my wedding. We want certain number of people. We want certain kind of food. We want this venue. We want strictly by invitation. And your mom, because she's a societal woman, oh, hey, they
Yeah,
must
one
know.
of Ekpedaland.
Immediately she hears that, oh, my daughter, mom, I'm now here to propose. Hey! She has said print, she has printed an IV. You're on your own, no? She's having her own plan. And you're trying to be in control. What do you think? Imagine you have such a mom. Dads don't really have, I just noticed dads don't really have that time. But
Yeah.
moms, really, what would you do? Like, I don't want this.
Honestly. Honestly, as it's where, I just feel you just have to like really look for a way to make everybody happy. You want to be happy in your wedding, quite alright. I don't like things loud. My mom is the one that likes things loud. But then, she's the one that raised me anyway, so I have to make her happy somehow. So there have to be sacrifices that you could make.
Okay.
Left to me, I wouldn't like for Ashwebi. I don't have strength, but my mom likes Ashwebi. So what would it hurt if she's okay? Your guests, sell to them. I'm making sacrifices on my part. I don't really care for these things, but just for there to be a balance, because you can't entirely just dismiss it. Because she was largely she had largely influenced my life financially, emotionally, and every other way. So for everyone to be happy in the end, I just feel I'll make sacrifices ways I can.
No.
Yeah, I agree. And consent, like consent, I think, because at the same time, you also don't want to do something you don't really want to do because it's still your day. Like it's your day. Like you get to do what you want to do, but at the same time, yeah, compromise. You have to make your parents happy. And I'm talking from the standpoint because I know my mom, like. Almost every African mom is that way. So I guess I'm speaking for a lot of people when I say that. Yeah. So just get ready to do something really big.
Yeah.
Just dismiss the idea of something low key because they always want to
Have
overtake the
your
event.
way.
When they bring out their club people, then their
I
office
see.
people,
Their
then
church.
their house members, people that's neighbors. in the
Neighbors.
area. Yeah, then church.
They have to hear.
Exactly.
We have to write
You
a
must shake it
name
down, you must
down
shake it
there.
down.
All right, beautiful people. It's still girls, and we're talking about low key or elaborate wedding. And so far, so good. If you're just tuning in, it's more like this is low key, elaborate. That's what we've gotten here so far. I like low key and I like elaborate. Yeah, but whatever it is, we hope to get your views for like later. But back to what we're still talking about. We're done with families, how family influence can actually bring about or shape our plans for our big day. Quite all right. Now, another thing we want to look at is we hear a lot of people. I don't know why people do this. You don't take loans to actually invest in business, but you know people go out of their way to take loans to actually plan weddings. What's your take? Do you think it's called for? It's a big deal, we know. Everybody wants to be happy, we know, but do you think it's called for?
I think you're due first.
Helen?
At all. Just stay within budget. You have to cut your clothes according to your size.
Wait, okay, I'll pick you with that word. Cut your clothes according to your size. Okay.
So, like, if you don't have the financial resources to do a big wedding, just do what your budget, like, do what your hand can carry you to do. I feel like it's really not necessary to take loans because you want to do like a big wedding that everyone will talk about, but forget like maybe in a month's time. And after the wedding, like it's just between you and yourself, you and your husband. To now
Back to
plan
normal.
your
You're
life.
back to
Like,
life.
Back to normal.
Yeah.
Back to reality.
Yeah,
You have to plan
yeah.
for your kids. You have to plan for school.
But then, like a loan is largely influenced by your earning capacity. You might not always have the money, but if you have the job that pays you well, or you have a business that pays you well enough to refund the loan, I don't mind, honestly, because the point in the loan is not just the loan you're taking, but your ability to pay back. But when you
Okay.
have a constant source of income, where you can offset the debt without actually affecting other things, why not?
No. Okay.
not?
I get you, but I think I would rather take a loan to put into my business or start a new venture than, because one thing I've noticed about wedding is this. You plan more for the people than yourself. Because if you look at it, if you look at what you actually do for yourself, you have your dress, maybe, but the decor, the number of tables, and are you going to be sitting in all those? You do more for the people coming than for yourself. Because it's your big day. But immediately after that, because weddings are more like competitions now. Oh, who is doing, oh, your friend attends your wedding. Oh, she did this. I've seen a wedding that it was more like a show. They invited artists. It was more like there was stage, there was performances back to back. Tiwa was the likes of celebrities were at that wedding. And in my head, I was like, is this a wedding? Is this a wedding? Is this a wedding?
How far you want to go with your reception, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because at the end of the day, we're going to be looking at how these things actually influence other people. Because because I go to your wedding, I'm not even buoyant enough. And I'm like, God, I want this kind. I want to do this. Just like how much social media influence does to us, pressure. The same things, these things, it does to people. I would not say, oh, because of others, don't do things that make you happy. Yes, do. But at the end of the day, for me, I am skeptical about the fact, why would I want to take a loan for just a party, then start repaying? mark
reality is
multiple. I have other
Okay, fine, you have a
anniversary.
business going on for you. What's the end goal of all this hard work? It's so
Yeah.
you can enjoy it, right?
Yeah.
And if you feel wedding is a way, an escape for you, why don't you invest in it too?
Invest.
Okay, it's not really an investment per se, because it's like a liability. There are no returns.
Yeah.
People will spray you, but count
How
for the money.
much?
You don't go to be, you know. But then it's an enjoyment. When you're enjoying yourself, you're making sacrifices because you're not getting money back for what you're
Yeah.
doing. You're just having fun. But people rather spend enough money to travel out of Nigeria and then go to one Hawaiian hotel or resort to have fun. But I rather say, okay, no, I don't want to do that. I want to invest in my wedding. I want to spend money
Yeah.
on my wedding. So
So that it's
don't
more
know.
like it's not about the
like
abundance. Yeah, it's not about the abundance of your resources that determines how elaborate your wedding will be. So you don't have to be very resourceful, have the wealth of the world. Just like having vacations, so you don't have to be all
Exactly,
wealthy
because people have
before you go.
vacations,
So
they still
you
do
can
stuff.
actually plan towards these things and achieve them.
just have a
Okay.
stable source of income to be able to repay the loan.
Yeah.
And then everybody is fine.
The main thing is don't shoot yourself. Don't
Like,
yeah,
yeah,
because you're
obviously.
trying to satisfy people. Yeah, just please people who don't even care. They're after the food. If you like, have the best in fact, now before I forget this part, please, which part is your best during weddings?
Of course, the food.
Ah, not the dress.
I didn't travel all the way to come and look at you. Of course.
Everybody wants to enjoy
I
it.
didn't travel all the way
Everybody
to
wants
come and look
enjoy
at you.
Yes, so thank you. Yeah.
In as much as I want to see you, fine, but you have to settle the stomach
The
infrastructure.
the main thing has to be in
I've
place.
seen students going for law program. I was waiting for that food pack.
You're not only law student, my dear. It is everyone, irrespective of how you feel you form, you have other food in your house. That food is very important because at the end of the day, like, spend 10 million in getting the most, as in the most amazing dress.
When you people complaining about
When people are not eating, you're on your
what they
own.
complain about the most is the food.
Yeah.
All the people.
Now, this, you know, ask,
Exactly.
oh, how was I couldn't comfort. How was it when? I beg,
Exactly.
the girl's dress. I beg, food did not come to my table.
Exactly.
That part they will share one part. Food will start from one part. When it's now drinks will start from another part. When it's now time to share toothpick, they will now remember you and give you toothpick.
I'm actually a fan of like sharing the food a little bit late, not too early, because when you start sharing food before everything starts, exactly.
It depends. So no. There are class of people. There's a particular tribe. I don't want to mention name. Have you gone to Yoruba weddings? Hey, Yoruba.
Some
So
don't eat
no,
salad
most it depends
everywhere.
on the kind of Yoruba. But there are most of the Yoruba weddings I've gone for. I'm so sorry to other tribe. I'm not even supporting my own tribe, but this is the truth. Immediately you're coming in, they're serving you. Like they don't wait for item 7. Like some people have it on the list. It is just as you're coming, they're serving you. They don't wait till long time. And most of the time, food goes round.
Yeah, but I'm not a fan of that anyway.
Really? Why? Because you feel people will go home on time.
It's like the end goal. It's like the end goal of coming.
It's not like you bring it forward, fast
Exactly.
forward.
So when you just do that before the couple even dance in, man, you're already.
It's
shooting
to give
yourself
them
in the leg
energy
for
to
the event.
look at you now.
I don't mind
So
maybe
that-
like all those
Finger
what do you call it? Yeah,
foods.
small chop appetizers kind
Yeah.
of thing. But they also serving those asaru and amala. Like, keep that for later.
Okay.
Let them be an organization.
let them have
And even organization, just withhold the
Yeah.
food first. People will sit and there'll be plenty.
Yeah.
Share food and see the crowd after. Those that will go.
Yeah,
Like,
another very important thing is management. People might have good funds to invest in their weddings, but they lack proper management. Even some wedding planners might not get it right. It just goes, not as if the money is not there, but they don't have proper management for these things. Because I realize that tiny things you don't really put, it's not about the flowers. It's not about how magnificent your venue is, the ambience it gives. But people are really looking at the little things, how you treat them, the reception they get from you, and all that. So all this put together, it's
that's why I like event planners. Maybe I like them, but I would like to be an active part of my
Yeah.
wedding. I want to even plan If possible, let me plan it myself. But I know I'm not necessarily have the time. But I want to be actively involved in the planning. Notwithstanding the event plan, I still want to be actively involved in the
Okay.
planning. You know, to be able to be sure because there's nothing like doing things yourself. For the most part, that's what I feel. There's
Okay.
nothing like doing things for yourself. So.
Yeah. It's just time. If you
Yeah,
have the
yeah,
time
yeah.
to,
So if you
it's
want-
not bad.
exactly,
You could actually be more involved in it. Now, talking about, still on the weddings. I love talking about weddings. I don't even know why. And every time I sleep, I just keep dreaming about how I want my wedding to be and all that. Now, talking about honeymoon. Woo! Yeah, woohoo! Yeah, we can do that again. Now, what is your destiny? Well, even if I don't do that, what would you like your honeymoon to be? Like, is it wrong to have your honeymoon here?
Oh my God.
Or what would?
Definitely not.
I guess
You know,
the kind
but-
of activity I would like to do depends on where I want to go.
Okay. No,
So
where would you?
determine.
Let's assume we're planning. We are event planners. We're planning your wedding, and we also take responsibility of actually planning your honeymoons, bookings, where, hotel, whatever. Now we're not asking you where would you want your honeymoon to be.
Okay, I really like China. I don't know anything about
What?
But I just
With
like
everything going on.
I like China or New Zealand, all these traditional countries. I like something different. A place where Westernization has not really hit.
What about your
I
village?
mean, oh my
A
God.
civilization. I don't
No, I
understand.
don't want. I've been around here all my life. I need a change of environment for the honeymoon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Honeymoon.
So China.
Yeah, I like
China.
traditional China.
Wow.
Helen said, "Wow."
Or New Zealand, all those Polynesian culture, you know, like Pocahontas kind of people.
You see when I mentioned, I have that gift to know where people's plans are. You know, I said people have not really done weddings in the forest, and now you're mentioning Pocahontas. So I wouldn't mind. We would come.
I
Don't
just like
worry.
traditional things.
We would come. Don't
I
worry.
want to be able to do kind of activities I want to do because I love video games, you know, I love sports. I like this kind of activity. I'm not really this
Climbing
spa,
trees.
sit-down massage person.
What about climbing trees?
It's not that extreme. I need my legs for the journey ahead.
Well,
Harry.
personally me, Hawaii.
Okay.
You know, exquisite place, Mauritius.
Ah.
It's a beautiful place.
Okay.
Fiji, so if you add Fiji, since you like all those.
Exquisite places, like places that you haven't been or you don't get to be on a regular. Like,
So what would you like to do there?
just explore the land, explore everywhere, like take pictures, enjoy yourself. Like that's what honeymoon is about. Like just you have to enjoy yourself to really play,
Yeah.
have fun, get to know each other more. How about you, Mo?
You do
No.
that forever.
Well,
Knowing each other.
definitely has to be destination. I don't know. Not here in Nigeria.
Definitely not.
Yeah, don't worry.
Right?
I know. I appreciate them. They're doing well. I'm so
They're
proud of
doing
them. No, but really, do I have a country in mind at the moment? No, I don't. I've not picked. But maybe with time, I would really get that. But it has to be. It has to be. I love to explore. I love water a whole lot. Yeah, I love to be there.
Swimming.
Water, swimming. Then what again would I love to do? Don't worry, I'll figure that out when it's time.
But
Yeah?
the video game is very important to me.
Okay, it's you, not me. All right. Still talking about weddings. Weddings. Apart from, if you have your way, would you want bridesmaids?
Bridesmaids. Well, just 2 or 3.
What's important? Wait, I don't understand. Must they be because when we were growing up, what it started with was flag girls,
Page boys.
boys. Now we've gotten to the area of
Chief bridesmaids.
chief bridesmaids, and the boys is Agbada boys now. Yeah,
Groomsmen.
groomsmen. But now they do more of Agbada thing. I don't understand the trend, but I
That's
think it's
traditional, right?
not just trend. Some people do it for white.
When I see it's like bridesmaids wearing suits and I'm like,
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, that's under out
it's
of
cute,
norm.
but well, I don't know. I'm not a fan of bridesmaids anyway. So I don't have strength for all that.
Well.
Just me and my husband and happily ever after.
Yeah, okay. I would also like, I think one of the activities I would love on my wedding day is to make sure I'm able to release an album on that day. No, not a single. Yes, a single on that day. Is that something exceptional? I'm telling you one exceptional thing I'm going to do on my wedding. To make sure I release a single on that day. Make sure I sing, do a write-up song. Then, I don't even know what I sing, but I'm learning. I just started training just to make sure I get to that space. Quite all right. But I don't know, is there anything special?
No, well, it's different. Well, can I ask, can you just sing for us? Can you sing something for us?
Oh God, this girl just want me to. You want me to?
A little jingle.
We're gonna cry if we keep doing this. I do. Okay, you know what? We'll do this after. Yeah, behind the camera, not now.
For me, nothing exceptional. Some nice pictures.
Pictures. Wait, I don't
Like
understand.
some out of maybe costume pictures.
Pictures.
Yeah, I love photography.
That's the major thing for you. Not
I mean,
the dance
I don't
with
mean
your
the
dad.
contemporary sit down and feed him cake kind of picture. I mean, like, even in the background, like something crazy, like wear a costume. Like, maybe create a set. I'll just fit for the particular picture. You know, those like cowboy. I wouldn't mind an exceptional picture in my wedding day. Aside the whole
Yeah.
ceremony and perfection.
Like because I'm still trying to get something really exceptional. Most people have not done. It's no, okay. Pictures. What about you, Helen?
Like, you mean like the point of...
Yeah. No. Oh, you're adding something different nobody has done ever.
Well, I can't really think it up right now. Can't really think it up right now. Well,
Okay.
I guess maybe... Should I say horseback riding? Afterwards?
Okay.
Just trying to think of something. Just think.
Yeah.
Maybe horseback riding afterwards. I don't know.
Oh.
I'm not sure.
Okay. Nice. Wow, I am actually feeling excited right now. I don't know why, but I have this whole feeling as if I'm going to be wedding tomorrow. And these are my event planners. You're trying to put up the whole plans together for me and all. But all the same, what I think we would really need to talk to ourselves on a serious ground right now. Like, if you have to advise someone who is planning, like, what are those things you feel on a lighter note, you just tell the person, like, it's your job to actually do. Talk to this person. What are the things you need, the do's and don'ts? Just generally, what the person is expected to do and don't do.
Okay, I'll advise that you take into consideration your families first. Know the kind of family you're getting married into, and know the family you're coming from. So there won't be a wedding party scenario on your wedding, like the movie, where this one is fighting for this one is fighting for who will come first and who will come last.
Last, yeah.
Just have that in mind, so don't be any conflict. Also, you want to factor in your financial capacity. If you have a good earning power, take a loan if you can. But if you don't, be wise. I mean, they won't tell you twice.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also ensure that there's enough food. Like I said, item 7 is very important.
Oh, God.
Like,
If you don't even buy dress, please just tie your wrapper. Just tie white wrapper. Come out,
Food must
give
be-
people food.
people love
You are
variety,
good.
but what uses variety even when they go around? So you don't really have to have like 10 kinds
Buffet.
of food on the menu. Even if it's 4 types of food on the menu, just let it be enough for it to go around, for people to eat.
Like, you should consider culture first of all, because first of all, you can't do things that are against our culture here in Africa, except if you want to go elsewhere and get married. So you have to consider the culture of the land. You have to consider the family you're getting married into, like the concept, the consent of the family you're getting married into. You have to make sure that you're cordial with one another. You can't have maybe your mother-in-law maybe having a misunderstanding here and there every other day. So you have to make sure that the relationship is cordial. It's it's not pressured. It's just cool.
But there are times when
Yeah,
parents don't
definitely.
want the guy to marry a particular person, but he still has to marry anyway.
Yeah, really.
I don't know.
That's
If the
why it's
relationship
one
is
of the
not there, it's
factors.
not there in the end. Bro.
That's like one of the factors that like you have to like look at before you get married, because that's one of the causes of divorce in the country and in the world at large, because there's misunderstanding, especially maybe when it happens so that maybe the mother-in-law of the guy you're getting married into doesn't like the girl, and they actually do get married eventually. So maybe
most
5 years
marriages
into
are
the
like that.
wedding.
Many times you don't even get accepted, even if you have children.
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
you know quite a number of people.
I know my dad and my mom was like that at the beginning, but later on, everything
So
fell
most
into
families are
place.
always
At the
having this
beginning,
conflict. So that's almost in
it wasn't. I think it was more on my dad's side, though. But later
Exactly.
on, he
They
just
almost
came
never
and
like-
accepted.
Like
Mm.
no daughter is good enough for their son, and
yeah,
so
yeah.
over time
They should
they'll be
mold
fine.
their own daughter
As in,
now.
you still have your wedding. Have your wedding if you will. I beg. It's not like force.
Yes, so
Have your wedding.
please,
I don't think all those parent things.
there should be a very strong
Yeah,
factor.
exactly. It's just
Well,
like,
but with the fact we're Africans and with the fact we're Nigerians, our parents, like, they always come first.
talk to
Just
me.
like we talked about consent most
Yeah,
of the time. Yeah, you said that. I asked you that question. You would not want to do stuff that would actually affect culture.
I said I can't fight with my mom now, can
You
I?
see? That's what I'm saying. You see, she has some level of influence because you can't fight with her. And
Exactly.
you
But I'm
just
saying, like, many a time, they might not always know what's best for you, because most of our African parents, let's be real, they still live in the 80s, even though we're in the 21st century. They still see
Jet
things in a
age
particular,
wedding.
exactly, things in a particular light, they still feel that before you marry, the person must have built 10 mansions and have 3 fleets of cars. Like, come on, let's be realistic here.
Anybody ever thought of evening weddings? Like evening, not the trend.
I'm scared
Like
of night.
yeah,
I
no
won't even try it.
evening.
That was like low key.
Lucky. Yeah, but weddings are actually taking new shapes. So, like you see people wedding after the wedding is after party. Party after party. Because the last wedding I attended, it was like that. Then after like what time? 6 upward till 12 was after party. Drinks was still going around. DJ was blasting. It was actually fun.
It's
And
not
I'm
a bad
like,
idea, exactly. It's still a very good
people are
idea.
really
But
getting
me and my
creative.
husband, we are leaving you guys, so you guys can party after.
No, well, I hope you'll be able to because you just get the whole excited. You wouldn't want to leave
I
your
to reserve energy
for what?
for the activity that might come after.
Hey, Faith.
There are a lot of things that might come after now. Unwrapping gifts. Are there not things to
That
do
day,
after this?
are you serious? Unwrapping gifts.
Unwrap gifts.
Hey, okay, let's.
I'm not the best at being patient. I like to unwrap.
We know you need to unwrap gifts immediately after the wedding ceremony. It's perfect. I agree with
Like I
you.
start holding them one by one.
Yes.
Before their names escape.
Oh, yes, I totally agree with you.
Exactly.
It's perfect. All right, beautiful people. It's been awesome right here on Girls. We had a swell time. We had an amazing time talking about our beautiful day. How we didn't have the veil. We meant to have a veil. Yeah, have all the white on the flowers and all that.
And the body hugging.
Yeah, it's been an amazing ride today on Girls. We've been talking about elaborate and low-key weddings. We've had back and forth as regards what kind of weddings you would want to, which is left to you, depending on you, what you want for yourself. If you want low-key, perfect. If you want elaborate, perfect. As long as you're happy. Yeah, as long as you're happy. Then we were not able to factor what. If you can define it and give us that information, we'll be very happy. Tell us what kind of wedding you would want, low-key or elaborate. But right here at this show, we could not even hold on to what elaborate is or what low-key. That means there can be a fusion of both. That means it can be elaborate and also be low-key, and can be low-key and also elaborate. That's where you have the style, class, and every other added value to it. Then we also talked about making sure families, yes, even if there'll be an influence, to some extent they have to be an influence, but you have to be on the level ground with them. Let everyone agree, because families are more like weddings are more like fusion of families, so you cannot keep aside your family. Traditional weddings are on the top. Yeah, don't throw it down. Don't say you want to do the white wedding and you want to now kick aside traditional. You are not married though. Yeah. Traditional first. If you don't have white wedding, call your pastor immediately after your traditional wedding. Let them bless you immediately after your traditional wedding, and you are blessed. Your marriage can continue. Nobody will come and query you. But you cannot. If you like, after 10 years, it still comes back. Traditions are traditions. White weddings are borrowed culture, so it's not a do or die affair. Then also, please, agenda of the stomach is very important when you're planning. Please, if you like, wear $2 billion wedding gown imported from heaven. Please, if you don't give us food on that day, it's a problem. People will consider the quality of your food, the quantity of the food, before they look at your dress. So make sure that is in order. Then also, please look at your resources. Don't shoot yourself. If you, like, some people said if you want to loan, fine. But me, I'm different. I'm actually different. I have a different opinion. If you don't have the resources, use what you have. Do it simple. Just you and your husband. It's fine. Don't invite us. We'll understand. Apologies is accepted. Then also, wedding, the kind of wedding gowns, there's no standard. If you want to wear Ankara on your wedding day, perfect. Please go ahead. Just look classy. Be beautiful in it. If you want to wear sack on your wedding day, perfect. No problem. It's perfect. Just as long as you're happy. Then also, please and please and please, weddings are beautiful. But don't always forget that wedding is just a ceremony, but marriage is a life's journey. So while you're planning wedding, make sure you have a long journey ahead of you. So right here, right now, we're going to wrap up. We don't want to go, but we have to go. But don't forget to like us, share, and subscribe. And it's from me and my girls right here, Faith, Helen. It's another time.